Today, number 20, I believe. Or it's either 19 or 20. Yeah, sure. Cool. So, David is he's busy, so we cannot join. That's fine. I will only have a couple of things to talk about. Um, for sure, one thing. Let's start with Swimpros first. What is going on? And then I kind of want to share this thing that happened last week. Um, which which strongly relates to what our mission is and what we are trying to achieve with Swimpros, right? So, bear with me for a minute. Won't take up too much of your time today, but it is going to be, yeah, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so we had a cool call Tuesday evening on kind of the new products that we're doing or the new things that we're launching. Right, one is the taper camp, which we already talked about in a previous episode, which we did in Easter in Portugal, was really, really cool. The results, amazing. And that's kind of why we decided on doing another one for summer, right? Because a lot of our youngsters or a lot of our swimmers have their most important meets in summer. Not just in Switzerland, it's also in the UK for sure. There's all the age group nationals, right? And I think that's kind of across the border, all the age group nationals. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully we can kind of have those same results as we had on in the Easter camp. Um, so yeah, just to put that in perspective, if we're looking at Easter camp, um, I tracked all 8 swimmers who were there, and all of them had a competition either 1 or 2 weeks prior to Easter camp. They were swimming taper camp, right? So obviously tapering meaning getting you ready for a competition, right? So um, right. So obviously they were fit coming to us. It was not just like, hey, we need to take unfit athletes and then make them fit. No, they came to us, they were fit. So it was just getting them ready, get the best out of them for competition. Um, on average per 50 meters, the athletes swam better 0.5 seconds or swam faster by half a second per 50, 1 or 2 weeks after the taper camp. Right. So our tapering works. We're super excited about that. Looking forward to having as many swimmers as possible at this tapering camp in Mallorca. So really, really excited about that. Um, Not yet sure if David's gonna make it as a coach because, as you guys know, he's the newborn at home, and a lot of stuff's going on. So I will be there for sure. Mia as well for sure. So yeah, see how that goes. Um, cool. Yeah, the other thing that we did announce is the junior camp, right? We've talked about this in previous episodes as well. So very excited about that we kind of have this opportunity to pass along our knowledge to the juniors and not just to the kind of not veterans but the older generations, right? So usually our camps are for 14 and up, whoever is kind of knows how our mechanism is. It's not really about age, it's more about speed. Just because we want to make it a great environment for, well, any athlete swimming, from like 49 seconds 100 freestyle to 102. This group can kind of train together versus having a swimmer who swims a 120 100 freestyle in that group. That doesn't really work, right? um, that's completely different time, sets, times, and also a different focus on what to do during training, obviously. Yeah, so great. We can do the junior camp. It's August 4th to 14th. Um, yeah, I'm actually also looking forward to working with those coaches, right? And learning a lot from them because when it comes to basics of swimming, like basics, obviously I know what a streamline is. I kind of know how to teach freestyle for somebody who does not know any freestyle, but that's definitely not um my specialty, or neither is it Dave's, right? Or Peter Mankoch or Milo Čavić, right? We know how to make we know how to take, a basic freestyle and then make that fast, or a basic fly and then make that fast, backstroke, breaststroke. What we don't know is if you don't know how to swim freestyle, like, um, how to get you into that water position, etc. So there you go. That's happening. Cool. What else? So right now I'm in London, coaching one of our swimmers here. Um, the weather, as expected. I'm just kidding. Really cool time. Um, we so she was also in taper camp, and we were working on some stuff which had worked in camp. The first competition she had right after camp, this was great. She lowered her 50 by 0.6 seconds, or even more, almost a second, something like that. And then it kind of fell off. Her coaching here was more like doing, the coach thought it was a good idea to do a 400 IM set 2-3 days before her 100 freestyle, right? Which, yeah, whoever knows what we do, that's not it, right? We're not looking for volume in general, we're more about quality. Not more. It's just basically all our training is about quality. Also giving the swimmer enough time to actually being able to focus on delivering that quality, right? It's super important. And also 400 IM and 100 freestyle just do not mix. It's no. Very rarely is there an athlete that can do both races. One is a speed race and the other is a typical mid-distance race where pacing is, the thing to look out for. So yeah, maybe one swimmer who can do it, Simmer McIntosh right now. Not so sure. Maybe. Michael Phelps was he could do it in the 100 fly, but 100 freestyle for sure not, right? I mean, not saying his 100 freestyle was slow. It wasn't, right? I mean, he still made it to the Olympics in the United States for 100 freestyle relay, which is yeah, is pretty crazy on its own. But yeah, there we go. And he was a 400 and 100 swimmer, but Phelps had never been fast in a 50, right? Never. Cool. What I wanted to show you guys. Let me just see if I can bring this up. So on the weekend, there was a competition in the US, Fort Lauderdale, and probably most of you guys already know Gretchen Walsh. She swam an incredible time in the 100 fly, right? So let me see. How do I do this there? If I do this, but I want. This is obviously not what I wanted. Sorry about that. Let me see. Whoop. Cool. Let me try this differently. There you go. There. Okay. So, and this is so David and I, what we have been saying these last couple of weeks, or actually always, is we don't want our athletes to focus on times. We want them focused on process, right? Here we go. So if the process is there, if it's in place and everything works, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. So obviously this is the race, it's Gretchen Walsh. What I want to show you guys is pretty much in the end. Let's see. 15 meters underwater. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's a beast. Let's see. Okay, so she has 15 meters to go. I'll just let it run. And you'll see in a second what I mean. So when she touches the wall, look at her reaction. She touches the wall, she's happy, she's smiling. There might be another video. Look at this. Can we kind of zoom into this? Here. So let me see if I can zoom in. No, not like that. No, also not like that. Okay, well, you can't really see it too well. You know, I'll just put the link of this video into the description, but if you can, or look at the video, find it on YouTube, whatnot. If you have like, you might have a better like view of things. Gretchen Walsh gets to the wall. She doesn't right away turn around to check her time. She has already the brightest smile on her face. She's super happy. And the reason why is because she knows exactly that her execution of this race was perfect. She knows it. She had a great feeling. There's also there's an interview on this. It's a short on YouTube. You can find it if you put in swim swam Gretchen Walsh. I'm sure it'll show up. So she's smiling, she's laughing, she's having fun. She turns around and only now realizes, oh damn, what, that's the time that I swam? Right. See how long it took? She was already smiling. She was already happy because she knew what she had just done is exactly what she has been training for. Wait, let's see if I can. Yeah, what is happening? This thing. Cool. Okay. Okay, cool. Got you back. Great. Right. So process there, she knows her execution was great. Her race must have felt great. She says it in the interview, you know, she says obviously the entire atmosphere and everything was great and etc. Let me see if I can pull that up. Maybe put this Gretchen Walsh swam. There's this short. Let me see. Not sure. You know, I'll find it. I'll put it on school or whatever, so you guys can actually have a look. But yeah, for sure. So you'll hear it in the interview, or if you can Google it, whatever, you'll see it. You know, she's happy about the entire competition, but that race in particular, she just knows, okay, yeah, everything came together as trained, and that what resulted in, you know, these great times. So super happy for her, by the way. Amazing time when she went a 54, what is it, 54:33. Her back end 50 flies at 29:23, which for girls is already a 50 fly time, so it's pretty damn good. Yeah, definitely something I wanted to share, and just because it kind of highlights what our goal is for our swimmers, right? We definitely want them to go from thinking about times and outcome, going back into, hey, this is what's important, right? Process, a feeling of the water, all of that, right? So think about that, and then, you know, when that all works out at competition, time will follow. Yeah, so that's definitely where we want to be. That's that. Next week, David will be back. We will make quite a bit of a longer news, I think. We will have a couple of more subjects to talk about. As of now, that's it for this week, and thank you guys for tuning in.